93 WIBC. Joining us now is Shay Spivey. She is born and raised right here in Indianapolis, and she decided as an adult to go back to college and get her degree, but she needed money to do it. And so she made finding that money kind of a part-time job, and it helped her receive over $100,000 in scholarships and free financial aid towards her degree. And now she's helping students do the very same thing, and adults, and whether they're adults or younger, I guess I should say, just heading to college. She can help all of you. Shay, good morning. We're glad to have you back with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Shay is the author of How to Submit a Winning Scholarship Application and is a scholarship and financial advisor. Explain for us, once again, I know this is your second time with us, but explain why you wanted so much to go back to college as an adult.
Well, thank you for asking, and thank you for having me back. I love your show.
Thank you.
As an adult student, I was a single parent, and I was looking for new job opportunities, and I found that I needed a college degree in order to have access to those opportunities. So I decided to return to college, but I needed money to do it. And so scholarships and financial aid were the only way that I could go back without taking out a serious student loan debt.
Yeah.
So scholarships and financial aid helped me pay for my bachelor's and my graduate degree. And now I'm in a much better place where I am able to help give back to the community and help others find free money to go to college.
Yeah, and she does it, and she does it very well. So pay attention to what she talks about. And she's also got some workshops that are coming up. And so, Shay, let's start with the timeline. When should a high school student start applying for scholarships?
I suggest and I encourage juniors to start researching scholarships in their junior year. The application process usually starts between January to May of the senior year. But you want to be prepared for that time. So you want to start gathering letters of recommendations from your teachers, from your coaches, from your community service activities. You want to start working on your personal essays early so that you're not rushed and that you can take your time and really make yourself sound good and look good on paper.
Yeah, you mentioned community service, which is something that I think when I was back in high school many years ago, that really didn't have much weight. But it does carry some weight, doesn't it?
Community service is a big deal these days. Scholarship providers and also colleges really look for students who are investing and giving back into their community. There are specific community service scholarships, so there's money out there for people who give their time.
That's awesome. And as an adult, though, you went back in your 30s, so you didn't have this guidance counselor or this team around you that was helping you to find where those scholarships are. Is it easy as an adult and away from high school for a while, is it easy to find those that are offering scholarships?
Well, now it's easier because there are a lot of online tools. So there are scholarship search websites that kind of do all the work for you. For instance, fastweb.com is my number one search engine that I use when looking for scholarships for students and also for myself. You put in your information, your personal criteria, and the database will find scholarships that match your criteria, so you don't have to search through too many opportunities that you really don't qualify for. So they find things that match to what you're able to bring to the table.
Yeah. With us this morning is Shay Spivey. She is local, and we love her. And you can find her and follow on Facebook. You can also follow her at Shay M. Spivey on Twitter, and also blogs at scholarshipadvisor.blogspot.com. And we've got this 3-day workshop that's coming up here. We're going to get you details in just a moment. But the essay portion of sending out on the application, that's got to make a big difference too. What advice do you have about the essay portion?
So for the essay, a lot of people are scared of the essay. They're like, do I really have to write an essay? And it turns a lot of people off from applying for scholarships. And what I tell students and families is that this is the easiest essay that you will ever write because it's all about you. Most scholarship applications want an essay, and they ask you, why are you returning to college? Or why should we invest money in you to go get your education, and you are going to tell them all about yourself. So there's no research involved. You know everything about yourself. So this is the easiest essay that you will write.
I like that, Shay. I like the way you word it. You just made us feel like that was easier just in listening to your voice. This is a 3-part workshop that is coming up. It's absolutely free. As Shay said, she just wants to give back and help those of you find the money, and it's out there. A lot of it sometimes just sits along the sidelines and doesn't go to use. So there's a lot of money, and you just need to know how to find it. What do you have planned for this free 3-part workshop that's coming up, Shay?
Great. Well, thank you. So the Indianapolis Public Library is sponsoring a scholarship and financial aid series at the East 38th Street Library near 38th and Emerson. This is actually the second workshop that we're putting on. We did one in the spring, and it went wonderful. People came. They got free information. They got answers to all of their questions concerning scholarships and financial aid. The first day is August the 10th from 6 to 7:30 p.m. And we're also having, so it's a 3-part series. We are using my book, How to Submit a Winning Scholarship Application, as a workbook.
Oh, great.
We're discussing personal essays, community service, academic resumes, where to look for scholarships, when to start your application process. We're addressing all of that and allowing the participants to be able to ask any questions that they have, get guidance, and help their students or themselves find free money for college.
And that doesn't sound, so the way you're describing it, this just isn't necessarily for high school students. Adults can come, counselors, teacher, everybody's invited, right?
Absolutely. This is for high school and college students, parents and families, organizations, schools, anyone who is interested in finding free money for college.
And it's free. This isn't going to cost you anything to come and learn. And I highly recommend that you do just that. August 10th from 6 to 7:30, September 14th from 6 to 7:30, and then into October 12th, 6 to 7:30. You advise to go to all 3 of them, right? It's a 3-part workshop. So it's not just the same deal each of those times. You you start at the beginning and end in October, correct?
Correct. It is different information each day. However, the book that we use, How to Submit a Winning Scholarship Application, is available there. So even if you miss a day, don't worry about it. Come to another part because everything is in writing in this book. If you can't make it a certain day, if you have other activities, you can always pick this book up and learn the information of the days that you don't make it there.
Okay.
And the book is available at the library. The library has free copies.
Okay, that's at the Indianapolis Marion County Public Library. It's there, or you can pick it up too and keep it on your own bookshelf. This will be again at the Indianapolis Public Library at 38th and Emerson. That particular branch. Reserve your spot by calling 275-4350. That's 275-4350. I'll also post this on my Facebook page too to make sure that you've got all the details. And then Shay, the book is available at Barnes & Noble, Amazon. It's available just about everywhere, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Thank you.
How to submit a winning scholarship application. You can learn from one of the best. She received over $100,000 in scholarship money as well as financial aid. She knows what she's doing, and she's ready to teach you absolutely free by coming to one of these workshops. Again, Shay Spivey. You'll find her on Facebook. Also follow her on Twitter at Shay M. Spivey, for crying out loud. Shay M. Spivey. And then also she blogs and does a great job reading her words at scholarshipadvisor.blogspot. Shay, I always love having you with us. I really do. And thank you. Thank you for what you're doing for young people and adults that want to go back to college. Terrific stuff. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
You bet.